Hello Kotlin learners. Today we are delving into the world of maps, a powerful data structure in Kotlin. Maps allow you to store key value pairs, providing an efficient way to associate values with unique keys. Let's explore the syntax and various operations you can perform on maps in Kotlin. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a new let's go to Kotlin class of file, select file over here. Then I'm going to say maps. I'm gonna say fun main, then press enter. Over here I'm gonna create my map and initialize a map. So I'm gonna say val fruit prices map. Map is basically a combination of key and value. So the first will be key, that is key will be in the form of string I'm saying, and the value will be of double. And now I'm gonna say map of map, make sure the O is capital. Apple is the key and the value of apple is 1.0. Okay, so 2 basically combines both the key and the value. It merges the key and the value. Okay, now let's press comma, and I could say now I could say banana 2 0.75 comma orange to 1.25 suppose. Okay, I've created and initialized a map. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to print it. So I'm going to say println original map fruit price. Done. Just run the app. In this example, we created and initialized a map of fruit prices using the map of function. The keys are strings representing fruit names, and the values are doubles representing their prices. Great. Let's take another example in which we are going to do the map operations such as size, contains key, and contains value. What I'm going to do is just remove these things. I'm going to create one more function over here. I'm going to say fun map operation. I'm going to say var car model map of, suppose map of 2022 to model y, comma 2021 to model 3, and then 2020 to model S. Okay, so these are the key and these are the key value pairs. Okay, now what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna print it. I'm gonna say print I'm gonna say map of car models. Now I'm gonna get the size of the map, so I'm gonna say val map size is equals to car model dot size. That's it, print it. Map size done. Then what else? Now we are going to check if the map contains a key or not. So I'm going to say val contains 2021 is equals to car model dot contains key, put the value of key, that is 2021, and print it. It will return a value of true and false. Contains key 2021, contains 2021. Okay, great. Now one more, if you have noticed over here, that over here we have not used this kind of a syntax such as car model, then map, string, or this time it's an integer, so int, and then the value string. So we could use this. Otherwise, if we are not using this, then also the compiler will understand, okay, this is an integer and basically this is a string. But we need to make sure that all are uniform. So suppose if I do a string, it will show red. We need to make sure that all the elements are basically in the form of integer and string only then. Okay. I'm just gonna remove this. Okay. Now what else key contains is done. Now we are going to check if the map contains a value or not. So I'm going to say val contains model, models are there, model S suppose. I'm going to say car model dot contains value model S. Println, I'm gonna say contains model S, contains, sorry, contains model S. Make sure you copy this and paste it over here. And yeah. So here we showcase common map operations such as getting the size of the map, checking if a key is present, and checking if a value is present. Okay, so we have all the map size is there, contains 2021, it's true, and contains S model, that is also true. In which we are gonna do map modifications by adding and removing the entries. So over here I'm gonna say fun map modification. I'm gonna create a map of student grades, then I'm gonna say mutable map of Alice, to 95, comma Bob, to 87, comma Charlie to 92. Done. Now I'm gonna print it. I'm gonna say println original map of grades, student grades, now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add the elements. So I'm gonna say student grades. Suppose I need to add an element over here, I'm just gonna say suppose David, put the value over here, done. That's simple. Now I'm gonna say map after adding David's grade. Student grade done. Now I'm gonna remove one, so I'm gonna say student grade dot remove. Just enter the key. That is, suppose Bob I'm gonna remove. Now just print map after removing an element. I'm gonna say student. Just copy this, paste it over here, run this. In this example, we use a mutable map to demonstrate adding and removing entries from a map, showcasing the dynamic nature of mutable maps. Okay, so I have these elements. Now after adding David's grades, I have David's grades as well over here, and we are gonna remove the Bob. So Bob marks and name is basically removed. So these are basically the uses of maps. Now let's iterate over map entries. Okay, how to do it? Let's create one more function. I'm gonna say fun map iteration. I'm gonna say map country country populations map of USA 2, make sure 2 is small, USA 2331, then China 21441, India to suppose one, take any example, 1393. Now I'm gonna iterate over the map entries and print key value pairs. So how to do it? I'm gonna say for country comma population in country population. So each time the loop will contain, suppose the first iteration will contain these elements, then the second iteration will contain these elements, sort of like this. The first iteration will contain these elements. Within these elements we have a key. So the key is basically will assign to country and the value will be assigned to population, and we can use it like this. So I'm gonna say println, I'm gonna say population of country population million. Okay, so this country is basically this one and this population is this one. So each iteration, first iteration will have this value, this whole value, in which the USA will be assigned to the country and 331 will be assigned to the population. Okay, that's sort of like this. So just copy this thing, paste it over here. Let's see what's the output. Here we demonstrate iterating over map entries using a for loop, extracting and printing key value pairs from the map. Here we go. Population of USA 331 million, China is India this much. Okay. And that concludes our exploration of maps in Kotlin. Maps provide an efficient and effective way to store and retrieve values based on unique keys, making them a powerful tool for data association. Now go ahead, experiment with maps in your Kotlin projects and witness the convenience they bring to managing key value pairs. Happy coding, meet you in the next lecture. Thank you.